5th episode of The Art of Tapping, a combination of EFT tapping, expressive art therapy, and NLP. Today we'll be talking about medical trauma, also called enduring somatic threat, as part of PTSD. At the end of the video, we will apply the whole tapping protocol again, and I chose chronic disease, its anxieties and pains for our tapping topic today. Hi, it's Monika, your intuitive trauma transformation coach, who helps you face and successfully navigate through the storms of life, guiding you through a most powerful self-healing process and teaching you all the mindfulness tools you need to embark on your journey to your core self and create the life you've always envisioned. Not many people are aware that medical trauma or enduring somatic threat due to acute life-threatening medical events exists, but it's estimated that 12 to 25% of people who experience a life-threatening disease develop a medically induced PTSD because any chronic, genetic or autoimmune disease, heart attack or stroke are an ongoing threat to safety. The own body is the source of danger, and as such it can seem that a safe haven is not available at all. Shock, disbelief, terror, heightened anxiety about the future, and disillusionment in the medical establishment are prevalent. Testing and treatment procedures, as well as unsympathetic doctors, create tremendous stress and anxiety. Often a patient's intense awareness of bodily sensations or acute attention to somatic discomfort will be dismissed by their physicians as hypochondria, as they are not trained to look at a person holistically. There is data that proves that doctors only spend an average of 15 minutes with a patient. The urge to do this video stems from my own story. I had a severe horse accident when I fell at full gallop, tumbled down a ravine, and had to be rescued by a helicopter that flew me to the nearest hospital, where I was examined and undergoing x-rays and ultrasound. I had unbearable pain and I was scared to death of becoming paralyzed or ending up in a wheelchair. I was crying because nobody would talk to me. All of a sudden I was surrounded by 20 doctors and they all talked, but about me in third person, saying things like, "Wow, have you ever seen something like this? There are cysts everywhere in all her organs." Well, that's when I learned I had inherited polycystic liver and kidney disease, and that in a way it would be a death sentence in the end, because the cysts would kill the healthy organ tissue, and this process would not be stoppable. I also received the prognosis that I wouldn't get older than 60, which would be in 5 years, by the way. I was scared into medication, only to suffer from severe depression, delusions, and hair loss. I decided to stop taking pills and rather work on myself emotionally, mentally, and spiritually with my energy healing tools and techniques, like EFT, for example. I am a believer in and a big fan of Dr. Bruce Lipton, who said, "If the brain expects that a treatment will work, it sends healing chemicals into the bloodstream, which facilitates that. That's why the placebo effect is so powerful for every type of healing. And the opposite is equally true and equally powerful. When the brain expects that a therapy will not work, it doesn't. It's called the nocebo effect. Before we start our tapping sequence, please remember, yes, there are borrowing benefits to tapping along with me and having a ready-made script. But consulting an expert makes all the difference in the world, as the words of a script are not yours, and the script often is too general to generate a deep healing of your very special issue. If you would like to work with me, we would dig for and discover the aspects of your anxiety, anger, or sadness together, and I would encourage you to use your own words to formulate the phrases. And remember, it shows courage to reach out. I did it as well back then. If you would like to work with me, please send me an email in the About section here on YouTube, or contact me on my website to book a session on Skype or Zoom or any other video messenger app. All right, enough talk. Let's do some tapping. Crossing your hands over the heart chakra area, let's take a deep breath in and out. Even though I feel shocked, overwhelmed, and helpless after hearing the diagnosis, I deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself. Even though I feel this disease I cannot control has changed my life within a split second, I deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself. Even though I am grieving the loss of my health and wholeness of my body, I deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself. If I just knew why me, it's not fair. What have I done to deserve this? What will people think about me? I'm scared I will end up stigmatized and alone. I'm scared I will lose everything and end up being dependent on others for support. This disease affects every area of my life. I feel hopeless and paralyzed. I can't think clearly. I don't know what to do, and I don't know who I am anymore. But I choose to reclaim my power now. I thank my spirit for being so tough. I can get through this. My spirit is stronger than any disease. I have the power to choose my thoughts wisely. I choose to think positive thoughts. I'm allowing myself to be free of worry and fear. I'm allowing myself to live every moment fully and deeply. I'm choosing to be at ease with myself and my body. It's safe for me to show compassion, empathy, tenderness, and kindness to myself. I release all judgments and love myself unconditionally. 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 The door to my heart opens inwards. I move through forgiveness, through love. Take a deep breath in and out. Let's affirm. I release myself with forgiveness from today and move forward with self-love to tomorrow. Every day is a new opportunity. Peace begins with me. Namaste.